Since Force of Will has been added to Timeless, the ladder has been filled to the brim with the mere tempo decks, and so I wanted to build a deck that both utilized Force of Will very well and ate those decks alive, and there's no better deck at doing that than a Bant Beans deck. Up the Beanstalk is able to use Force of Will better than any other deck in the format possibly can. It also just gives you this inevitable late game that no other fair deck in the format can compete with. Then you combine that inevitability with the most efficient removal in the history of the game in Swords to Plowshares, Leyline Binding, and Solitude, and the most oppressive mid-range threats Fire Era Magic has ever provided us in Uro, Oko, and Tamiyo. You get this deck list. I've been working on it since Strixhaven released, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. Plus, we get to immediately test it because you are never going to guess what deck we play against round 1. First hand with Bant Beans. I mean, we were on the draw with a library. As long as it's not like Boros. This is giving Demir. Yeah, Hydra's kind of annoying. I do think we just library. We can drown this deck out. They get in, make themselves an island. Strip Mine would be really unfortunate. We do have Tamiyo to follow up if they do get rid of our library. Thoughtseize. We need to draw in response to that. Need to get ourselves another card. It would be unfortunate. I mean, they're taking beans 100%. We could just Polluted Delta, leave up Veil of Summer. Yeah, they take beans. I think we just Breeding Pool, draw a card with library, play Tamiyo. They're more than welcome to force this. They're going to daze it. That's great for us. I think we're probably Solitude. Okay, another Hydro. That's weird. Okay, so if we do this, we go down to 5 cards. We can't library next turn. Since they're stuck on lands, I think we just let this go. Play Flooded Strand. And pass. They Brainstorm. That's fine. We can Binding here if we need to. They miss on lands. They're dead. Pitch Daze. Wait, no, that's in the graveyard. What am I talking about? The animation threw me off there. So they find a fetch land. They just find a Watery Grave. Okay. Let's draw. We draw another land. Okay, at this point, let's just pitch cast Solitude. Let's just eat one of these. We have so many cards at this point. Good for 1. We Breeding Pool. Wait, Breeding Pool. We Brainstorm. We'll put 2 lands back into the library. And then get ourselves a white source. Let's draw. Brainstorm off Breeding Pool. Find more lands. Pass the turn. We did find a blue card. We have a blue card for Force of Will. We have Solitude. There's Strip Mine. Go after Library. That is A-okay. I think now that Strip Mine's gone, we probably don't pitch cast Solitude. I think we're just going to get Junland here to make our bindings cost 1. Okay. That's a little bit annoying. Get our Junland. And let that resolve. We're not going to let that hit us, but we can let it resolve. Okay, we do draw a binding. I'm just immediately binding. In Veil of Summer, they've got it. That's the turn. They're going to get to draw a million cards if they find a fetch land, but that's just kind of the game we have to play here. And another frog. Yeah, that's fine. Get another white land. We're just going to get Solitude down this turn. We have all of our colors. Draw for turn. We draw another Veil of Summer. Do this before they untap. This deck plays Mana Drain sometimes. Just eat the frog. And we just gotta keep hoping they don't find fetch land. Get him for the Hydro. Just pass. Number 3. They Bowmasters. I think Bowmasters, we're just gonna pitch cast Force of Will. We'll Veil of Summer back if they have counter magic for this. We have hard cast Force of Will and Solitude up. We just pass back. We'd love to find another Beans. Okay, there's a land that draws a card, not a fetch land though. We'll let them get him. We no longer have pitch cast Force. Kaido? Kaido's pretty cool here. Yeah, that's fine. We'll get to kill that. We really need to draw some card advantage here. An Uro and Oko would be good. We'll just Solitude in response to the draw, just to make sure they don't draw like Force of Will or anything. They have Daze. Okay, that's unfortunate. Not exactly what we're looking for. This game is taking a turn for the worst all of a sudden. We draw another Solitude. Put Kaido to 1. Draw another card. I mean, they're drawing us out of card. I guess we've seen more cards than them, but... We're gonna ninjutsu in a different Kaido. Just to get the loyalty back up, I guess. Just Veil in response. Yeah, that was a good draw. Fortunately, since it was ninjutsu, we don't get to just draw a card off the Veil. So they have all the cards they could ever want. Pretty much all their lands are going to draw them a card when it comes into play. Okay, they drew Treasure Cruise. I think we're fine letting Treasure Cruise resolve. They're always going to have 7 cards in hand for the rest of this game. They do find a fetch land. This is feeling like we're going to see a strip mine. That's fine. So they have 2 Dazes in exile. No Force of Will is used. Just Solitude. It's almost definitely not resolving. There's a Force. Pitching Treasure Cruise. Yeah, you can fetch. They're probably going to find Strip Mine here. I'm just going to draw their deck. We want to save the swords for exactly this. So we're going to counter this. Found Oko. So if they want to kill this, they have to double block. Swords the Bowmasters. Keep our guy alive. Play Oko. They have no counter magic. Make a food. So they have to find a way to deal with this Oko. They're gonna be able to draw cards forever. Number 1 at Oko. Make an island. 33 cards. You still have 3 beans. 2 Uros. Okay, here comes Kaido. That's fine. This isn't dealing damage to us, so they can't actually draw with this Kaido. We're gonna tap our Solitude. Replay the Hydro, homie. Yep. Draw land. Just make this a 3/3. Get in for 3 at them. Well, we get it at the Kaido. They have to block. Now they can't kill our Oko without making an emblem. And if they spend their turn making an emblem, that's fine. They find push. Let's force that. Keep the pressure on. Another push. Okay. They don't make the emblem.
So it's a game you're interested in.
Okay, we really need to draw something good here. I mean, Uro, okay, there's a frog. That's kind of what I was worried about. We can elk the frog. Or just draw Quantum Riddler. I mean, don't mind if I do. Probably should have left the white untapped. That was a mistake. Never punish. Do we have a Grixis lane still in our deck? Yes, we're just going to play a tap land. We're going to make the frog into an elk. They can kill our Oko, but they're going to have to tap down our Riddler. They fetch. This kid doesn't have Indestructible. We can block, kill Kaido. They find Strip Mine. That's not doing a whole lot at this point. Brainstorm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So even with this, if I have an untapped land, which I do think I have a breeding pool still, they just concede. Alright. They just have unlimited cards in hand. Doesn't matter. We're going to bring in the 2 other Veil of Summers. So here's what I like to do. So we're going to bring in Carpet of Flowers, Veil of Summers, and Wrath of the Skies. I like to just completely get the Tamios out in this matchup. Bring in a Force of Negation. No. Bring in a Ghost Vacuum. Okay, I like to take out the Tamios and the Brainstorms. Brainstorm's really bad against Bowmaster, and Tamio makes their Fatal Pushes completely dead, but they do have to respect Tamio, which means they have to leave some number of Fatal Pushes in their deck, making those completely dead cards. It's a little bit weird because Tamio is like such a disgusting card, but I've been really liking the sideboard plan against the Mirror a lot. The Wraths are a weird one, but they just play so many little guys. It's great to just completely answer all of them. We have an opening hand that is very bad against Strip Mine, but it's pretty good against everything else. We'll keep it. I think we're going to get Temple Garden Grixis land, probably. There's a Hollowed Fountain. Play the Flooded Strand. We can answer a Thoughtseize, we can answer a Frog, we can answer pretty much anything. They untap the Watering Grave. We get Temple Garden. We can get Jund land here to get 1 mana Leyline Binding. Does feel like they have days. There's the days. Gonna set a stop for their upkeep. We get a Grixis land. This is gonna let us make our Leyline Binding 1 mana. And on their upkeep, to play around Force and Negation, we'll Leyline Binding. Did that stop? Then we get to just eat this frog. We know if Wrath of the Sky's up, we have Veil of Summer. Thoughtseize would be a little bit annoying. We would love to just draw beans. Still open to just drawing beans. We'd love to find another green source. I mean, we got a lot of stuff we want to find, but okay, they just play an untapped land, pass. That is feeling like a Bowmasters. Just play this untapped and pass. They don't play anything. They want to try to catch us with this Bowmasters. The idea of playing this untapped is so that we can Leyline Binding and Veil of Summer if we need to. Okay, our turn. Well, they're not doing anything. We don't need to do anything. Our hand's very reactive. We want to be able to play this Uro with some sort of removal backup. We'd like to leave that Temple Garden untapped to do it. We only have 3 cards in the graveyard. Okay, is this just going to be like a straight up Kaido? Yeah, they're just going to Kaido. That's so fine.
Looks
like I gotta fight my way out of this.
Their hand must be weird. They're just gonna pump up their ninjas.
I've trained with the best.
Library's not really doing a whole lot here. We get the binding. We're fine with playing into Force of Negation. We have to, specifically,
So hard.
because Kaido gets hexproof, but we have Veil of Summer to answer any counter magic. We're going to be able to start hard casting Solitude. There's a strip mine. That's a little bit annoying. They go after the library, which that's so fine. Just play another Kaido. Okay.
Out of the shadows.
Another emblem.
I just hate a fair fight.
There's a 5/6, which cannot kill Oko if we take up and make a food. They are showing a lot of respect to Veil of Summer right now. They're really nervous about Veil of Summer. They can put Oko down to 1. They can also hit me and use that to draw a card, put me to 9. But they have to be careful because Uro will take over this game. We're at 4 cards in the graveyard. Okay, they're open. Did they just give up? No. Okay. They're deciding whether or not they want to attack Oko or me. They have to attack me. That means they can't play another threat out in fear of me stealing it with Oko. They do attack me. To start pressuring this Kaido with our food token next turn. My life total is not really an issue because of this Uro. Okay, they're going to play Hydro. And they're going to surveil.
I've got you beat 6 different ways.
Put a land to the bottom, put one on top. What do we draw? We draw a land. I think we're actually just going to steal a Hydroponics Architect.
What's mine is yours, and yours is mine.
Let's go green, blue, blue. That's Uro. Draw a card. They're debating whether or not they want a Bowmaster. They decide not to. We will put them to play tapped. Do we want to save the fetch land for next turn when we can get something with Hydro? Draw a card? We also have Solitude and Fail up next turn. I will just let them kill Oko if they want to here. A Deluge for 2. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so now we can fetch. They get to just kill Oko here. Play Tamio. Okay, so we're gonna not Uro next turn then. They find if they have Brainstorm here. That sucks. I just kill Oko.
Not fair.
I thrive in the dark.
That is becoming a problem. Get a white source. I'm gonna put swords on top, but I don't really think we want to do that. Another Wrath of the Skies. Let's just Uro. We can pitch cast Solitude now. This kind of forces them to tap. We find a land. That was actually a great find, because now we can... Wrath equals 1. Put swords on top. Wrath equals 1. We get to get rid of this Tamio. If they have Daze, this isn't that big of a deal. If they have Brainstorm, we are in trouble. It does feel like they have Brainstorm. It's Daze. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna tap down our Uro.
Take a break, will
Make a clue. We really do not want them to flip this Tamio. What do they have? Nothing. Okay. Pass the turn. They draw a card with a clue. We have not found another beans. We have not been very good at drawing our beans. So if they make an emblem, we can Solitude the Tamio. Oh, we want to tap this. We have Veil here for a counter magic. Just hard cast a Force of Will. We Veil. We draw our beans. We eat that. We'll get the block Kaido, which will give us 2 turns here. We do need to find a way to get this Kaido off the battlefield. This Kaido's annoying. Another Tamio. Just gonna instantly swords that. I'm not messing with that. Okay, we find a Solitude. That was a great draw. We just play our beans. They have 1 card in hand. Find a library. Play the library. Pass the turn. They have to tap our Uro down again, which means we can Solitude on end step. 2 stun counters. If they have a way to answer a Solitude, we do lose. But that's the risk I'm willing to take. We draw a card. We draw a not very good one. Okay. Oko? I mean, they can't have counter magic or a removal spell. Make a food. We go up to 6. Okay. I'm feeling great about this game now. We can, a nice little thing here is Wrath of the Skies for a lot of mana. Oh, well, that was a fortuitous draw. We can Wrath of the Skies for a lot of mana, not use the energy, and draw a card off beans if we really need to. We top-decked Veil. That's crazy. Okay. I mean, that's got to be the game. We make our food a 3/3. Get in. Play riddles. Another Wrath of the Skies. These didn't end up being that good. I do like them in this matchup. Alright. Game 1 against Amir, that got a little bit scary there in the middle, but we just are able to out-power level them. Alrighty, match 2. Match 2. Let's mulligan that. I don't think that hand's very good. I mean, keep this. We put a Brainstorm to the bottom. Library's not going to be doing a whole lot here, but we have beans, so it's okay. I think we want to get not Temple Garden, the blue-white Shock Land, and then Jun Land. Actually, we might get Grixis Land into Temple Garden here, just so we can play beans on turn 2. Let's just force the issue. They have Stifle. Got it. Well, that's makes their life a lot harder. And now we just get Breeding Pool. With Pitch Cast Solitude, we probably should have seen that coming. Okay, they Ponder. That's fine. If they don't have counter magic, we do just get to slam beans next turn, and then good luck, opponent. Or they'll just strip mine us. Yeah. Okay. This library could do something here if they have a slow draw outside of Stifle Strip Mine. You have another Stifle? We do not. We have Force Will backup. They fetch. We have 5 cards in hand. We do kind of need this to resolve. They Felia. That's fine. We draw riddles, so we will just pitch cast this Solitude here. Let's see if they draw anything for Felia. We ponder. Okay, I'm feeling a lot better now. It was a very scary start. Getting the beans into play helps a lot. Flow state. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them in the hand. Rest on bottom right order. Interesting. Let's just evoke Solitude in response. We draw a card. Draw another Riddler. So just get this Felia out of here. They're just blue-white. Straight up. I'm feeling good. We're gonna get the Riddle next turn. Hopefully find some lands. We find Swords to Plowshares. We draw another card off of the Beanstalk. I think they found Force of Will. That's fine. Yeah, that's so fine. Getting rid of a Brainstorm. Find another Force. We'll play this game. But we're the ones with the Beanstalk in play. They're up to something. They are digging. This could be like a weird Omnitel deck. Just Riddles again. We do find our land. And a Brainstorm. Now we have double Force of Will up with a Beanstalk in play. They're gonna Felia. That's fine. I think we'd rather counter whatever Felia is gonna blink. We can actually just go ahead. Maybe we want to get Temple Garden here. It's gonna be easier for us to get double blue than it is for double green. Get this Felia out. Still have double Force of Will. We get the Uro next turn. Strip Mine would be unfortunate. They Riddle. Yeah, we'll counter the Riddler on the way down. We just want to make sure we can protect our beans. We're not dying to a Riddler. We find a land. If they have days, they have days. They have nothing. They could have Force of Negation, but they have no Force of Will, no days. They're just gonna Swords or Uro. I think we'll fight that. This Uro is kind of our best way of winning the game here. Put a land into play. We will force their Riddler. But they have no counter magic. They're down to 2 cards in hand. They're gonna put something back on top. Probably Flow State. Yeah. We don't have enough islands to do ours. But that's fine. We will force their Riddler. Draw a card. Another land. Go ahead and get our Grixis land just in case we start drawing Leyline Bindings. We drew another Force of Will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This can get... Okay, we drew Veil of Summer. That was a good draw. That was a very good draw. You can Flow State. That card's great. I've not seen that card. That card seems very good. Put your into hand. Ridiculous Archive. We'll get another breeding pool here. Or no, we'll get this. Put Force of Will on top. My turn. Get in with Uro. The land to play. We Riddle, make sure we leave up a green. Let's not play our Tameo just in case they have Supreme Verdict or something. Alright, 10 power. We have double Force of Will. And Veil of Summer. I do think we will force this, pitching a Brainstorm. Yep, they just concede. Alright, that was a very scary start. I did not think that one was going to go very well, but... I mean, hey, it worked out in the end. Okay. You know, so they're not green. This is weird. This is a weird deck. I think we're gonna... just go down our Solitudes. Solitude doesn't seem very good. It is force a negation. This is a weird one. A very, very weird one. Let's just trim one of these each. I have a feeling they're gonna have a lot of removal. This, I'll use this time to admit, sideboarding is definitely the part of Magic that I'm the worst at, and this deck is very complicated and has a lot of going on, and I'm still working on it, so I don't really know how I like the sideboard for these matchups, especially very rogue matchups like blue-white control with a lot of land destruction. So I'm just trying things. We saw some creatures that we do want to answer, but I think Swords is just better than Solitude right now. Oh, Solitude does trigger beans. This hand sucks. This hand's great. Put a Veil back. On the draw. Let's just Tamio. So here's gonna be something weird next turn. Okay, they just Swords. Screw it. We're going all in. This might be wrong. They immediately answer Tamio. This is not ideal, but a Stoneforge for Cauldron Complete, presumably. Huh. Or Batterskull. Interesting. Let's just Brainstorm. Put these two back. What a weird, weird, weird game. We're just gonna get Tempo Guard in here. I'm gonna do it now, in case they have Stifle. We're gonna hope to just find a Swords for their Batterskull. Batterskull is weird. Is Culture Complete even on Arena? I feel like it is. I don't know if it's craftable. I know it's in the cube. They pending. Okay, going all in on the Tamio is not the move. But we do have double beans. Crack the Misty. We have Veil of Summer here to protect us. Nothing. They're just going to put Batterskull into play. We draw another land. That land will probably go get Jund. Put Batterskull into play. This is going to kill us. Pretty quickly. Maybe we do want Pick Your Poison against these guys, this deck. Just did not expect Stoneblade. They're doing the thing. They have, oh yeah, they're Yoran. Of course they have an 80 card deck. They have another Stoneforge. They have another Batterskull. They're getting a sword. Meteor Sword. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's beans. We're just gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We already have our island. We'll get another land. Riddle me this. We're in trouble. Stoneforge, huh? Put pending back on top. Today's. Alright. We get to draw two. Oko something. We're just dead though. I mean, yeah, this one. We've learned we shouldn't have gone all in on the Tamio. Okay, put Ponder on top. Pending a beans. A Meteor Sword. I need to draw swords here, I think. Or library. Alright. Pick Your Poison seems good. These seem good. Let's go down. We're actually just, if they're bringing in pending, we'll just make that completely dead pretty much. Let's get rid of our Tamios. Let's just go all in on interaction. The rare Stoneforge Mystic Victory. We should be pretty good against Batterskull. Especially now with Pick Your Poison. We've got a lot of ways to deal with it. On the play. That's pretty good. We're gonna fetch now. Play around Stifle. Don't play around Strip Mine. Oh, brother. We'll do it again. They want to spend their turn doing Strip Mine again. If they have 2 Strip Mines, they get us. Not just a blue to Delta. Beans? Beans resolves. We force a negation and force a will. We will force a Stoneforge here. We'll land to the bottom. Rest in peace. Yeah, that's fine. We Pick Your Poison. I'm not actually worried about that. Literally this. Draw land. That's great. Draw another Force of Will. Okay. I'm feeling very good about our position right now. I do think we want to force a negation when we can. Only because... this very reason. Force of Will can hit their Stone Forges. They tap their Strip Mine. Another land. Get another green. They Stifle. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go ahead. Get rid of that Rest in Peace. Let's Riddle. Got another Riddler. Another land. Let's just pitch our Force of Negation. Because we want to be able to Riddle next turn if they Strip Mine us. Or land. Does seem like they're going to Strip Mine. We have 2 islands. Bitter Forest. Carpet of Flowers. Good blue. Warp another Riddler. They fetch. They could have something. Stifle. Or probably, yeah, they're just archiving. We're probably going to cycle this land. Well, okay. We drew another Beans. That's pretty good. Drew a Solitude. This is also pretty good. This is their turn to really stick something. There's the Stoneforge. They're going to get Meteor Sword. To get Meteor Sword. And Flow State for 1 card. Okay. So let's make white here. Let's just play Solitude. Draw land. Keep the Stoneforge. Proving Ground tapped. Pass. Leave a Veil of Summer. For what? Unclear. Narset. Yeah. That's good. They shouldn't be able to wheel us. They decide not to take it up. That is probably smart. They have swords now. Yeah, that's fine. Like blue. We're not gonna get to draw cards here. But you get the Riddler down. Still Veil of Summer. Still 3 mana away from being able to just play this. We have plenty of ways to get rid of a Stoneforge. I'm feeling pretty good about our spot here. Ponder. Fine. This one card each turn. It's not the on their draw step. Bibblethip's looking nervous for us, but he has the pathway to victory. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just keep playing Riddlers. We cannot get rid of this Narset. Okay. They have Felia, that's fine. We can Solitude their Felia. Still can't draw a card, but get that out of here. They have to draw their next swords. I mean, this one's feeling pretty good. Okay, they Narset. Days Undoing would be time they whiff. That. You know what? That's fair. That's a tough whiff right there. Alright. That's the match. This hand is alright. We will Force a Will a Monkey on turn 1. Probably pitching Uro. Is it... Yuck. Yuck, 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 yuck. This is gonna be a tough first game. Put Temple Guard into play. Screw you, monkey. I'll 4 for 2 myself. First 2 turns of the game. This is prize stupid. They have the third monkey, it sucks. Okay. If we find beans, not the worst thing in the world. Play land, play Tamio. We can fetch probably... Well, we have to get the Grixis land. We can fetch our Grixis land to make Leyland Binding cost 1. Our hand is probably filled to the brim with removal, if I had to guess. Static Prison is a bit of an issue in this matchup. Yeah, there's a sword, so that's fine. They fetch. We get Parlor. Juggernaut Peddler would be bad here. Johnny. It's giving second to Johnny.
Where shall we hunt today?
We're gonna not play this yet. I guess if they had a removal spell, they should have done it there. They land. Probably get our forest to play around Blood Moon. They're flooding a bit. We will kill a Johnny on their instep here. They just put Luris into hand and pass. We binding. You have a removal spell? They do discharge. We'll get our forest. That was well played. Now they don't get to use the Johnny. To draw 2 off Riddler. As long as they don't have... They can't discharge it. They could have another swords. Okay, we draw another Riddler, which is very good. And a swords for their Luris. Even on top, that doesn't bode well for us. They do have another swords. That's unfortunate. Okay, they're not going to play their Luris. Interesting. Okay, so this lets us... We fetch. Let's just get this because it doesn't cost us any life. I do not think we want to put that on top. I'm going to play another Riddler. They have Bowmasters. This is actually pretty good because we can swords Bowmasters in response now. This lets Riddler draw 2. We draw another Riddler and a Solitude. They find Static Prison off the top. Oh! Now they can get Monkey. They not gonna get Monkey? Okay. Get the Riddle again. Okay, we have Pitchcast Solitude now. Because this would let them a Johnny King. They found another removal spell for Riddler, they got us. Okay, so they do Luris. They Monkey. We pitch Solitude. And I think, unfortunately, we do have to kill the Monkey just to get the red card out of here. And just hope we find another removal spell. We're going to see 3 cards next turn at the least. We do get to answer a Johnny. Your last card is Discharge. Holy. I did find another removal spell. Okay, so we probably lose now. I mean, we Solitude. Play a tap land. Pass. Okay, well, them top decking 3 removal spells. They give us back. Oh, they used all their energy. Okay. As long as they didn't find red card. They put counters on their cats. We block, we take 4. They just concede? I don't know about that one. But... okay. Let's get through Wrath of the Sky, some Ghost Vacuums. We want to take Forces out of the deck. For sure. We also probably want these Brainstorms out. Just take out the Veils too. I don't think we want Veil. We just play around Brainstorm or Bowmaster. I take out like 2 of these for 2 forces. I don't think we want Force of Will though. We just run it like this. I don't think that game was over. But we'll take the concession. Oh, we will take that all day. Alright. They conceded the entire match. Got it. Well, I was kind of excited for playing those poor sport games, but sure. Alright, we're here for our final match. We have Tamio Brainstorm. I think we're gonna... this looks like we're against the same opponent. I think. Okay. This is giving Thoughtseize. No, it's giving Monkey. That's fine. Play Tamio. We'll force a removal spell on this Tamio here. I think. So this energy matchup goes. Yeah, we'll block. Pedestals is fine. Swords is not. If we just don't attack here and play Beans, it seems okay. Probably should have played Hollowed Fountain for that reason, but we get to just binding the Monkey next turn. The Johnny is an issue. They don't have a way to make the Monkey fly yet. Okay, we get to do this. No attacks. We could have just answered the Johnny there. They Sorin. Sorin is fine. Gonna make the monkey fly, probably. So here's my plan. This might not be a very good plan, but it's... Oh. Okay, they're gonna make the Guided Souls fly. They don't seem to have any removal, so we'll just get rid of the Ajani now. I do get the flip Sorin. Another Guided Souls sucks. Into a land is not ideal. So let's attack. Let's brainstorm. Let's get some of these lands out of here. Those aren't doing it. Pick up Tamio.
Everything you know about the thing before you act.
That was a misclick. I meant to grab Hollowed Fountain. So that we could hardcast Solitude. We're just dead. 3-5. Yeah, we're just dead. This one did not go very well. This is about how I expected the last energy matchup to go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 8, 9. I guess we have Tamio plus, so we're not actually dead. They have to kill Tamio here. But not grabbing a white source was not it. They do kill Tamio. Maybe we'll just draw a white source off the top. We'll riddle. Okay. I mean, this isn't great. I get to get a Johnny back. Can't extort. Yeah, that's the game. I misplayed that one, but we weren't winning it anyways. Okay, so here we get to actually do our sideboard plan. There's vacuums, there's surgicals, we get rid of these. What was the other thing we're doing? I think we're just going down some brainstorms. Did we bring something else in? Took these out, we left the brainstorms in, that's what it was. Alright. We'll try it out. Okay, we could be able to play. This hand's good. It's about as good as we can ask for. I think we just try to swords turn one. Yeah, that's what we're swordsing on turn one. We'll get Hollowed Fountain. Swords of the Pride. This does open us up to getting Bowmastered, but I mean, there's not a whole lot we can do about that. Ghost Vacuum. Good. Okay, they have Johnny. Love to draw a land. We do draw a land. We bind. This worked out. Next turn we can Tamio into Beans. We draw a fetch land. We can make 1 mana binding too, which is really good. We just play a tap land. Okay. They have a big threat here. We're in trouble. Amped Raptor's about as scary as we could ask for. Yeah, that was a mistake on their part. What's Beans? And that's Tamio. Next turn we can flip the Tamio. They don't have anything that... Oh, they just have swords. We can still flip Tamio next turn though. Into Tapland Guided Souls. Okay. That's Breeding Pool. Let's brainstorm.
If you need me, I'll be in the library.
Let's put Tamio Oko on top. I don't think this Oko is doing a whole lot for us here. We'll put Oko on the top.
my life. I am not defenseless.
Good to start eating their graveyard. We only have one white source, which is a bit annoying. But we do have the ability to Uro next turn, or Oko, depending on which is better. Rip Mine is scary. They're going to deal 2 to Tamio. You're going to kill her library. That was a mistake. I think now... Ghost Vacuum keeps Uro or Luris in check. I think we just want to eat this Guide of Souls with Binding to draw 2 cards. Hope we draw a land. We do draw a land. It's not really the one we were looking for, but it's good. Pick up our Tamio. They do not have anything that they can get with Luris. Next turn we can Oko. Okay, well that was good. That was good for them. So they're gonna get to kill her Tamio, which is a bit unlucky. Well, not unlucky. Unfortunate. You use it.
Clearly, you're not here to learn.
Get that strip mine out. Oh, they don't kill Tamio. We get the Oko here.
Open your heart to the magic that dances around you.
Let's Elk the Luris.
Gaze into my face and put
Play around Tamio and leave up swords. I think this is fine. I send Raptor at Oko. Block Luris. So Oko will take 3. Tamio is just taking 1. That's fine. We will Swords this Raptor. But we don't want them to like double a Johnny or something this turn. Looks like Tamio's probably eating a Static Prison here is what it seems like. Bowmasters, yeah, we will eat that. We will Swords that for sure. Tamio dice. Swords, Bowmasters. I think we probably have to Elk this Guide of Souls next turn. Hopefully they don't have anything too crazy here. Eating the graveyard. Huh. That's a very interesting draw. It does eat our beans. We don't have 2 white, actually. So let's go green, green, blue. It's just a row. Draw a card. Draw a Brainstorm. Let's Brainstorm. Do it like that. Pick up the Tamio. Make a food. Make this as annoying as possible. Next turn with the idea of drawing the Riddler. Okay, they just a Johnny. If they also have Goblin Bombardment, they got us.
It's not perfect, but we have peace.
But my idea is we get a white source here. We want to draw this Riddler. We get the white source. We X equals 3, which does kill our 2 beans, but we draw a card off of the 2 beans. They're going to spend their whole turn killing our Planeswalkers. Oh, they're just attacking us. Are we just dead? Yeah, we're just dead, aren't we? Okay, so we're taking 3, 6, 8. So we can go get Island. Crack our food. Get Mystical Dispute. Okay, so if we get Island, or if we get Mystical Island, or whatever the heck it's called, we crack our clue. We go up to 11, we'll go down to 3. We can draw swords, get Uro. Yeah, I think we do this. Okay, so we... Mystic Sanctuary, that's what it's called. Put Swords to Plowshares on top of our deck. Take action. Eat a food. Draw that. Get to go blue, blue, green, green. Play Uro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This puts us back up to 6. They have swords. That's actually fine. That puts us up to 9. We draw another swords. Pick this up. Make another food. And we pass. This is going to be a tight one. This is going to be a tight one. They drew Bowmasters. That's not ideal. Kill the Ajani. Are we gonna die? I think we might die. We're sending everything at Tamio. 1 at Uro, or Oko. Holy smokes. Okay. We really want White Source up the top. See if they did their math.
Why do you cross me? So hostile.
Both of my Planeswalkers live. We draw a Riddler. So we swords the Bowmasters. We play Quantum Riddler for 5. We draw 3 cards. We draw Solitude. Play a land. Pick up Tamio. Elk our food.
Oh dear.
Pass. They drew Ocelot Pride. Okay, so we have to Solitude that. I mean, you can't really attack here. Okay, they're just sending everything at Oko. We'll get to eat something. Yeah, they... I mean, you have to start attacking this Tamio. Okay. They're making us choose. I think they forgot that they could do that. Okay, Raptor's going at Tamio. He's going at Oko. I think we just eat the cat and save Oko. Let Tamio die. Evoke Solitude. Draw 2. Eat the cat.
Not every battle can be won.
I think we've turned the corner here. Now, play Tamio. Blue, green, green.
Stayed up too
Uro. Put land into play. Uro escapes, and they concede. Holy, okay. Game 3. Game 3. This hand is a little bit freaky. I think we have to keep this. I think we have to. Surgical is not great. They Pride on turn 1. We get Temple carded, we can Leyline Binding, play Beans on turn 2. Okay, they Guide Souls. Okay, Strip Mine there is unfortunate. This one is not... This is already not going very well. We do get to fetch in a way that they can't strip mine. We get to surgical to strip mine. They're gonna go for Temple Garden, that's fine. We're gonna see pretty quickly if this game's over. They're gonna... Okay, this game's over. This one's not gonna go well. It's a very good strip mine. Pretty much on an Uro We Trust game plan. We probably should have mulliganed. Yeah, they Raptor. They're giving us an out. They hit Bombardment. Bombardment's gonna make this tough. I don't think we're gonna win this one, but that's okay. Bad it is as it is. I think we have to beans. We can't just not do anything this turn. Yeah. That's the fear. We probably should have mulliganed for Wrath. I don't think Wrath even saves us against this draw. With the Juggernaut Peddler. Not a deal. We could still draw it. I mean, we're just dead. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll play it out. We'll let them Bowmaster us. Well, that was a very anticlimactic final game of this series, but hey, at least we got the free mulligan. Or the free concession in the match before. You can't win them all. Alright. Good games. I'll do a little wrap-up. And that was the deck. I've been working on this deck pretty much since Strixhaven got released on Arena, and it has felt amazing. The Dimir matchup feels just as oppressive as I was hoping it would, and the deck matches up against a lot of the decks in the format very well. It's just very fun to play. Since filming this, there is one change I would make to this deck, and that's actually around Oko. I mean, listen, Oko is obviously Oko. There's games where it comes down, your opponent just can't kill it, and it completely spirals out of control. But honestly, this format just doesn't play well into Oko. Most of the times I would just play it, elk something, or make a food, and it would just die. There's two specific cards that I have in mind to replace Oko with, and that's Teferi Time Raveler or Supreme Verdict. They both fill the same goal, which is this deck needs more white cards to pitch to Solitude, and they also both pitch to Force of Will, which is very nice. Teferi Time Raveler is, Teferi Time Raveler. It's very good against combo, it's very good against control, it's very good against tempo. It's not very good against energy, whereas Supreme Verdict is incredible against energy, and it's also pretty good against the Mere Frog, but it's completely dead against combo decks. It's just kind of a metagame call on which one you want. There's also the two Veil of Summer slots. There was so much blue and black on the Timeless ladder right now that the main deck Veil of Summers are incredible, but if the metagame moves away from that, I could see cutting the Veil of Summers for something like Supreme Verdict as well. The other 3-mana Simic card, Uro, felt incredible in this deck. I don't think you really want to go up more than 3, but it just gives you this really hard to deal with threat in a lot of these blue-black matchups. It's also just good against energy, it gains you life, it's a 6/6, it's just so hard to deal with. I was really impressed with Uro, which is a card that has not been very good in Timeless in the past. And so that's the video. This is the first one on my channel. So if you have any comments about the deck, any comments about what you would change, anything like that, please let me know in the comments, and I just appreciate you watching this long. Hope you have a great day.